This will be a short video on this new two-wheel chassis I designed last weekend. A unique thing about this is that it has one motor that can go left, right, or forward. It uses an indexing mechanism to select the direction. I'll show you what the indexing mechanism is based on in a minute. First we'll demonstrate it. It's our remote controlled through an A-Tiny85 microcontroller. Forward, stop. Now we'll go to the right, it's right. Stop, forward. It has to select the direction before it can go there. Stop, back to the left. Stop, back to forward. The mechanism it's based on is something I saw in one of Robot Hut's designs. It's this gearbox with two output shafts that can be selected by driving the unit in forward or reverse. I'm just using a simple remote, push button remote. We'll drive it forward and it drives this shaft, reverse, it rocks around and drives the other shaft. It's a pretty simple mechanism, but it allows you to do two things with one motor depending on the direction. That mechanism on here is right here. The motor is buried down in here. It's an N20 gear motor. This is a little lever that this is mounted on, that is concentric to this motor shaft, so it can rotate like this. We'll drive it and you hope you'll see. Yeah, there it goes. Selects the direction and goes back to driving it. Selects the direction and goes back to driving it. How it knows where it's at is this switch right here and little cam. This is all way too small. It makes it very tricky to set up because of the size. And it also depends on starting in a known position because it only has this single switch's feedback. After it starts in that position, it can just keep track by itself of where it's indexing to. What this mechanism drives is these cams. They have basically three positions. If both of these push arms are pushed forward by the cams, then both wheels will be driven. You can see, I hope you can see in this one, that the push rod is off of its drive wheel, or it's not pushing its gear against its wheel. So as this cam rolls around, it'll push these in and out, and depending on where you stop in the rotation, depends on which gear it will drive. Well, I hope this keeps somebody entertained or someone finds it interesting. One thing, when I started designing it, I thought here's one of the original chassis. I thought it was going to be a two-wheel, like a little car with a tail wheel on the back that would drive around. But as I got to experimenting after I I had some of it built up, I realized that these wheels wouldn't provide enough traction, and it just didn't work very well. So as I rotated it 90 degrees and made this little platform of casters for it to set on, I got the weight over the wheels, and that worked much better. Just shows you what you learn when you do some experimenting. Here's another thing I designed a couple of weeks ago. Doesn't steer, it's just a 6-wheel platform. I just thought it was interesting, and I always wanted to design one. I'm going to drive it with this little remote. It's all been done before, but it was fun to design. Well, thanks for watching.